welcome back to our channel. So you're thinking about planning your own Cedar Point trip, but you're not exactly sure where to start. So in today's video, we're here to help you plan with our complete Cedar Point trip planning guide. Cedar Point has 5 properties near the parks. Hotel Breakers, the resort that started it all, Cedar Point's classic beachfront resort with 669 rooms and suites right on the world-famous Cedar Point Beach. Located just a short walk from the Cedar Point and Cedar Point Shores Water Park, this is usually the most expensive hotel option on the property. We hope to stay here for this season or next. The Express Hotel features the essentials and offers connecting rooms for families. This hotel is located at the entrance to the Cedar Point Causeway. This is one of the 2 more affordable options for staying on property. We have stayed here before and loved it. You can watch the full tour of this hotel at the link in the description below. Sawmill Creek. This hotel was recently completed and was an extensive renovation. Right by Lake Erie, featuring an 18-hole golf course. It's a short 10-mile drive from Cedar Point. This is one of the 2 more affordable Cedar Point hotel options. We have stayed here and would stay here every time if we could. You can watch a full tour and see the buffet breakfast in the videos in the description below. Castaway Bay, the newly renovated resort that's designed for family fun. It features a 38,000 square foot water park, a mini golf course, an arcade, bowling, and more. We've stayed here before, but not since it's been renovated. Can't wait to stay here sometime soon. Located at the entrance to the Cedar Point Causeway, this can be pricey as well, depending on the date selected. Lighthouse Point, the award-winning campground featuring cottages and RV sites right in front of Lake Erie. Just a short walk to Cedar Point and Cedar Point Shores Water Park. The cabins are in the pricey side, but if you're camping, it's always an affordable option. Our favorite is Sawmill Creek. It's more affordable than some of the other options that Cedar Point has to offer. It's newly renovated and it's really nice. And they also have an amazing buffet breakfast, but it is an additional charge for that. But I think that's definitely worth it. Some of the perks of staying on Cedar Point property is they'll have discounted admission packages, bundling the room, the park tickets, and other perks as well. There's also early entry, which we made a whole video about like a couple weeks ago. We'll leave that in the description down below. Free parking for both the hotel and the theme park, and you can enjoy free parking for the length of your stay. There's also free in-park beverages, and that's all day as well. There's access to Cedar Point Beach. You can only access the beach with a hotel stay or a season pass. There's also some nearby hotels that aren't on Cedar Point property that we like to stay at because they're a little bit cheaper than the Cedar Point hotels. One of them being the Motel 6 in Huron, Ohio, also Cedar Cove, and then Sleep Inn Sandusky. When staying off property, we usually stay at Motel 6 in Huron. It's really nice there, but for the most part, you're just there to spend the night anyway, and then you're going to get up and go to the park the rest of the day. The answer to this really depends on your group. Do you have small children? Do you have thrill seekers or non-thrill seekers, or a mixture? For small children, there are 2 areas for them, Planet Snoopy and Camp Snoopy. There are tons of rides for the little ones, and they'll not only enjoy the rides, but they'll meet some characters as well. For non-thrill seekers, we would recommend giving these rides a try. Blue Streak, the Cadillac Cars, Cedar Creek Mine Ride, Cedar Downs Racing Derby, the Cedar Point and Lake Erie Railroad, Gemini, Iron Dragon, Power Tower, Snake River Expedition, Snake River Falls, Thunder Canyon, Wild Mouse, and Windseeker. For thrill seekers, we recommend these rides no matter the wait time. Gatekeeper, Magnum XL 200, Maverick, Millennium Force, Raptor, Rougarou, Skyhawk, Steel Vengeance, and Valraven. And some rides that we would normally skip would be Corkscrew, the Giant Wheel, Matterhorn, and Pipe Scream. Yes and no. Depending on how busy it is and how many days you have in the park, the answer could vary. If you're coming in the middle of the summer, it may be worth it, especially if you only have a day in the park. If you have 2 or 3 days, don't bother. You'll get on everything in that amount of time.
Depending on what rides are more important to you, you may want to upgrade to Fastlane Plus, especially during the summer season. Fastlane includes Blue Streak, Cadillac Cars, Corkscrew, Dodge 'em, Gatekeeper, Gemini, Giant Wheel, Lake Erie Eagles, Magnum XL 200, Matterhorn, Max Air, Monster, Pipe Scream, Power Tower, Raptor, Rougarou, Scrambler, Skyhawk, Snake River Falls, Calypso, Wave Swinger, and Windseeker.
Fastlane Plus includes all of those, plus Maverick, Millennium Force, Steel Vengeance, and Valraven. Check the wait times. You can buy these the same day. They may be more expensive, but you'll know if you'll want to utilize this perk or not.
Cedar Point has 4 options for dining plans: a single meal deal that includes an entree, a side, and a regular fountain drink. All day dining, you will receive a wristband for participating locations and enjoy an entree and a side as often as every 90 minutes. Drinks are not included with this plan. Premium all day dining, you will receive a wristband valid for a select entree and side or snack as often as every 90 minutes at participating locations, and free refills on refreshing Coca-Cola beverages every 15 minutes all day long. All season dining, only available with season passes. Pass holders enjoy lunch and dinner, 4-hour interval in between meals every time you visit. Drinks are not included. We have never used the meal deals, but may consider adding it to our season passes in the future. The single meal deal is about the same price you'd pay for a meal in the park. The all-day dining and all-season dining may be better options if you choose to do so. No, but you can leave and re-enter the park. If you're a pass holder, you can just use your season pass to scan in and out. If you're a regular park guest, though, you'll have to get your hand stamped at the gate to just go to your car. You'll need to get a ticket at the ticket booth that's like right before the causeway if you're planning on leaving the park completely and coming back to eat.
We recommend that you do a picnic lunch at your car.
Mhm.
It's convenient if you have a cooler you can bring, and it saves a lot of time.
Saves a lot of money, too.
Yeah, it saves a lot of money as well from eating in the park with how expensive
Mhm.
meals or snacks can be. And then when you are done, you're able to re-enter after we said getting that hand stamp. Yes, Cedar Point has a great mobile app. It can show you the park map, wait times, show times, meet and greets. Some food can be ordered, and tickets can be stored on the app. We use the Cedar Point app every time we go. We highly recommend downloading the app before you go.
Cedar Point is cashless, but they also have like their little ATM type things that you can go and get your cash turned into a card within the park, and they don't charge you any fees for that either. If you're coming more than once in a season, we'd recommend it, but if you're only coming for a day or two, don't waste the money on it. It does have some good deals, but it's more catered towards season pass holders.
Yes, you can upgrade to a season pass at the park, but the ticket must be unused or be upgraded the same day of admission. This is a big no at Cedar Point. You are not permitted to bring any loose items on any of the rides. There are lockers and sometimes bin at each ride to hold your belongings until after the ride. If you are seen with a phone on the ride, park security will remove you and your party from the park.
Opening Day, May 6, 2023. This is just what it sounds like, opening day for the 2023 season. We will be there this year covering the new ride and the new Grand Pavilion. And just opening day in general. Frontier Festival is May 25th to June 18th. It includes activities, games, beers, spiked seltzers, and signature cocktails, along with hearty portions of specialty food items. This year's theme is not confirmed, but it looks like it's going to be corn. Coaster Mania is on June 2nd, the roller coaster event of the season. Enjoy exclusive ride time on several rides before the park opens, dinner, a Lake Erie cruise, a Q&A session, and even more exclusive ride time after the park closes. Light Up the Point is on July 4th, and this is Cedar Point's annual fireworks display for the 4th of July. VIP packages will be announced soon. We don't know what all those will entail, but we'll be sure to update you when we find out. Halloween Weekends is select nights September 14th through October 29th. Get the family together and enjoy not-so-scary fall activities, your favorite rides and attractions, live entertainment, and more, or immerse yourself in terrifying mazes, scare zones, and thrilling shows after dark. Early May is a good time to go. Mine is opening weekend. I wouldn't recommend doing that unless that's literally your only choice.
We'll be doing it.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing it,
content.
but we're gonna be going and showing you a bunch of new stuff that's coming. But it's usually a little bit cooler weather in May before the summer heat hits, and the kids aren't usually out of school if you go early May. They usually get out later May or early June. So that's a really good time to go.
Another good month to go is within late August because the weather starts to cool down a little bit and the kids are going back to school now as well, so you have less crowds. And then this is also right before the big Halloween Festival begins, so you'll have less people trying to come to the park for that.
Early September is also a good time to go. That's, again, when kids are back in school, and it's before all the Halloween stuff. And it's going to be a lot cooler. It's not going to be like you're burning to death. So for any of these options, if you can go during the week, I would recommend going during the week rather than on the weekends, because weekends will always be busier. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like right in the middle of the week is usually like the least crowded.
Really, any time is good to go to Cedar Point. It's just going to maybe be a little more crowded at certain times. So if you don't mind like the 60 plus minute waits, there's really not a reason to hold back for going on certain dates you want to go. But if you do want smaller wait times, then kind of stick to that spring or fall schedule for a little less crowds and to stay away from some of the bigger events like Halloween and opening day type of things around those holidays.
Yeah, unless you're specifically going for Halloween
right,
weekends,
unless that's
of course go.
Your reason to go. Yeah. It's worth it to go, but if you're looking for an alternative with less crowds and things like that, less wait times, that's your option.
We hope this video gave you some insight on where to stay for your Cedar Point trip, what to spend extra money on, and how to plan your best Cedar Point trip.
Thanks for watching today's video.
See you guys next time. Bye.